Hello, hello, welcome to this live where I decided to do questions. I always have questions within the live, but sometimes I want to share something special. This time I wanted to give as a gift for all of you. I will be doing healings if you need or questions for you guys. And as soon as you enter, please type your intentions from today. All my sessions, always, even though I'm just talking normal stuff, they are all healing. And at the same time, let's invite all whoever are meant to join for the highest good of all together as one, and invite your guides, your higher selves, the most loving and highest guides that can assist us today. And welcome all of you. How are you all doing? Thank you, Jessie, Ellie, Mary, Laurie. Thank you, Alex. Thank you so much for being here. Christine, how are you doing? Please let me know. How are you doing? Lily? Oh, sorry for the confusion. But I'm glad you are here. I think I'm going to start by giving a few minutes for whoever is going to be here to come, but at the same time to let whoever it's meant to receive. Give me a minute. I'm going to try to share it. That's better. Welcome all of you. Let me see. Let's start with a little bit of channeling. Thank you, Andrea. So I invite you guys and I tune into whatever that I'm meant to share. And we'll wait for a few people to join. Please let me know your name, your intentions, your questions. Great. Let's do a little bit of Reiki for all of us together as one. Just take few seconds of your day to close your eyes and begin visualizing a beautiful golden light that is going to come directly from source. Nina teki isha sekote iki ana. As you breathe the light, allow your light to change color in whatever color that you are meant to receive healing or clearing or activation, clarity, guidance. And let this light in whatever color that you see flow through your crown chakra, opening the pathway to bathe all your chakras, your meridians, and grounding you like liquid water into the chakras of Gaia, into the temples, so we create a sacred space. Nina teki isakote iki ishkase iti iki ana.
And particularly,
my technology got crazy. Let's start. Let me see if I have some questions or something that you would like to ask, so we can go with the flow. Thank you all for being here. Solar plexus. Yes, there is a lot of solar plexus things. I'm gonna take the headphones off, I think. It will be better this way. Look, our solar plexus is one of the most powerful chakras we could have, and it's, according to what I am learning, it's highly connected to manifestation, and it is also our power center. Look, I do believe we are light, and actually that's an excellent comment about it. My light, it's pure, it's a spirit, it's divine, doesn't have karma, wounds, anything at all. But my vessel do, because this vessel, it is a manifestation of the programs that I wanted to experience as a soul, but they are combined with the collective and the dimension that we are all on. So my light, how do I say that? Blended with anything else. Oh, my electronics are crazy. So, because my light blended with anything else, let's say that I am a color pink, because my aura is pink normally. So if I'm pink and I'm connected with Andrea, and Andrea is blue, we're going to turn purple within the middle, right? If let's say that Ellie, it is green, probably I will look or turn kind of like a mint color or something between the green and the pink. It will blend it, and if that connection is not, it's a distorted one, is going to look darker. The lighter the colors are, the lighter the frequency is. The frequency from New Earth, I don't know if you guys have seen the post of Sandra Walter or many people who does codes. The lighter the colors are, the higher the frequency. The most dark, the most lower. And you can perceive that on any image, not only codes. Sometimes a beautiful red is going to experience a sunset, and that is nothing wrong about red or blue or white. They're just different expressions of source. So solar plexus represents my idea about who I am and who I'm meant to be, but at the same time my relationship with the world. So if I do believe I'm broken, I'm going to manifest brokenness. If I do believe I'm blocked, it's hard for me, things like that, because perceptions I have acquired along this life or others, I'm gonna have a distorted perception about me. Or maybe I do perceive I'm a cosmic ass and I do things awesomely, so I'm going to tune into those opportunities. This is why it's highly connected to manifestation, but at the same time connects to your heart and then to your third eye, and this is how we manifest. Pink and blue, yellow, lavender. Yes, I do have my aura pink, like magenta. Sometimes it's like lighter baby pink. Priestess have pink aura and magenta, and this is, everyone must have like a priest, punk, shaman, priestess life, but some people have it as an essence. It's part of my essence. It's how when I have the sessions, I know who it is. A priestess by essence, because aura is going to be pink, pinkish, magenta. Magenta rays are the representation of the divine feminine, I think. They work with the divine feminine, and divine masculine normally is associated with blue, like Archangel Michael, blue rays, things like that. Doesn't have to be male, but it's more masculine energy. That is also divine too. Any questions, you guys, that you would like to ask? Let me see. Color is your aura. You don't have any picture on your profile, so I have no idea. I cannot connect with you if I don't see a picture, or yes, because I will see it. Otherwise, it's hard for me to connect with. I can read auras, but normally I do it on pictures. Guys will come true. Or let me see if I have any previews. I'm gonna drink my tea. Or anything that you guys would like me to ask. Indigo change into lavender is one of the rarest. Yes, that is new. That's an excellent comment and question, Lily. Actually, there are new colors coming through, especially from kids and young people, because their DNA is more lighter than us. All the healing we have done gives them an advantage, and at the same time, there are souls that I normally define as they come from the future. They may not say that future, but they mean that they are all souls, but from higher dimensions. They don't have lots of souls, lots of lifetimes in density. I hope that makes sense. Like your kids, Lily. So yes, indigo change into lavender when it is connected to a higher frequency. And sometimes colors look luminescent and opalescent, and they vibrate and express, like for example, colors that are coming from New Earth in auras is like golden rose or ruby red, or yes, silver blue, things like that. So they kind of blend it so it's more glittery or shiny. How we can work with our color? That's an excellent question, Lori. Look, if you and all the ones that you close your eyes, and let's take a deep breath so you cleanse your sight first. And if you can touch your third eye, you can give yourself a little bit of massage so you allow your third eye to open. It could be on your temples. You can even visualize that you open an eye or see yourself in a waterfall of light, whatever feels comfortable for you. And now imagine that we have cards, like tarot cards. We're going to have one card in front of you, and that card is going to have only one color, and we're going to ask, can you please reveal my aura color, my essence, because my aura is going to change. I may be pink, but if I'm upset, I'm gonna be red. If I am feeling creative, maybe I will turn into blue, etc., etc. So let's ask for your essence colors, and that essence colors represents the first expression you shows when you split from source, because source is like all colors. I don't know if you guys did that experiment when you were kids. We kind of paint like a rainbow in Mexico in a circle with all colors, and then we were spinning it with a thing manually we used to do, and then all colors turn into white, right? So this is source, all colors, gold, red, blue, etc., etc. So now ask to be shown to you what is the essence of the color that you are. And if you imagine that you flip it, the card, you may get green, blue, or purple. If you're not sure because you cannot trust what you see, flip the card again and then ask, can you please be more clear about what my color it is, so I have no doubt that the guidance that is coming through, it is actually coming from spirit and not from my ego mind. And then flip it again. And this is something you can practice to connect with your third eye and open. Ask questions to your intuition within things that you actually don't have resistance, like, should I drink tea or water? And then close your eyes. Okay, water it is. And do this every time you remember. I hope that makes sense. Let me see. Do you recommend sensitive people to live in large urban city sounds? Because I have to move. That's an excellent comment, Anna. Look, I'm gonna try to be as clear as I can within my own English. We are living in hundreds and millions of different timelines. In fact, each of us have our own unique timeline where we all embody each other. So the collective, the conspiracy theories, all what is wrong and right, it's part of the role play as source beings. Before being humans or angels or Pleiadians or whatever, we're all source. But we have an expression kind of like this, so we can have an experience. And that thing we put on, it's our vessel. Our vessel, it is a guardian of the technology that help us believe we are humans. It has the density that we need in order for us to match here, etc., etc. So sensitivity is going to be off the roof for all of us in different degrees. Because we cannot touch each other, we're going to find ways to keep connected. So telepathy is going to come, telepresence, teletransportation, etc., etc. Especially kids right now are like little ascended masters, like, oh my God. It's so easy for them to connect because they don't have the limitations of the mind that we have because we are grown up. So large cities or small cities, this is what I am seeing in my timeline, but you may have a different timeline than me. I'm seeing that around 8 years, people is going to divide. So some people is going to decide to live in cities within restriction. Others are going to say, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm going to create my own community with my own rules because I cannot stand with this anymore for certain things that are going to happen. So within my timeline, around the 33, I think, some of us are going to choose to create their own communities. And those communities are going to be the initiation for New Earth. Our practice to be one, to work with your neighbor, with your families, the ones that we hate so much sometimes we cannot stand because they're toxicity or whatever. Some people is going to choose to stay in control and restriction, and that is going to be the first physical division about 3D and 5D. 3D is not going away. It is like channels. Because I turn my laptop to watch Netflix for an hour and then I close it, it does not mean Netflix is not a streaming. It does. I'm just not tuned into anymore. Perhaps I used to have cable, but not anymore because I don't want to watch ads. But cable is still there for many people who are tuning into, but I'm not. So the ones who move into New Earth, they're going to tune into different channels that are not going to require engage with karma and density and scarcity and all blah blah blah. And this is going to happen very fast for all of us. So if you feel guided to move, do it. We are all going to have different calls. But and whatever, of course, you feel guided to do it, go for it. But be aware that we all have different realities because the ones that tune into cable or public TV are not watching what I am watching. I am watching documentaries, purple things on YouTube. I have Gaia. I am using audiobooks, different stuff. The other streamings don't disappear. They are still there for whom require them as their experience. So everything actually is serving all of us, even the bad things. But we don't have actually the capacity yet to figure out the whys about God or universe or whatever you want to call it, higher mind, have decided to put those triggers out there. But I think it is like a training. And actually the sensitive part triggers our physical body so much because we are adjusting to use less density. Let's see that I had this before, and probably what I need to do is take this, so I just use this instead of the whole black thing. I hope that makes sense. So this physical discomfort is real, but it can be pleasant when we find our ways that work out for us to find this balance. I hope that makes sense. Like, for example, for me, make a list. Make a list about the things that work out for you, and then choose to have more and more and more and more and more things about that. But if you feel guided to move, do it. I actually am paying, I am buying a land. I don't know if I will live there, but I know I will move sometime, even though I don't have exactly clear guidance about where I'm going to move or how I'm going to move. But I felt guided to buy this land with my family and some friends, and they actually have the idea to build these organic homes that are made of dirt. And they actually look very alien because they look like spheres, like igloos. And it's cheaper than normal homes, and at the same time it is good with heat and cold, like self-efficient thing. So my sister-in-law would like to put like a clinic there, and I said, okay, I'm gonna buy a piece of land. I don't know exactly why I am there, but I will see what comes through. But many people is going to feel guided to do those things because how do I say this? Many things that will happen. Many things that will happen, and I think, at least in my future, from what I'm seeing, government won't provide what we need anymore. Government, education system, health system, economy system, and we're going to look to innovate what we need and find people. After this quarantine, guys, what I'm seeing is happen, at least in my path, it is look for friends that are human, that are our guides in human form, so we can create bonds and we can all support each other. I hope that makes sense. Like, for example, one knows about nutrition. Okay, give us nutrition. I can give you healing. I can channel for all of you. Like on ancient times, I was having a channeling from Phoenicia, and I never read anything. I just knew for history in school. And the guide that came to were saying, we used to gaze at the stars and write our constellations. It was like the initiation of astrology. And then we used to compare notes. Okay, what are you seeing? What do you think Jupiter means? Or sun means? Or the moon means? And then they used to compare their channelings and the notes, and then create like, like the foundation for the culture. So I think we're going to start doing that because some of the old is not quite working anymore. Let me see if I hope that makes sense. But if you feel guided to move, go for it, trusting that is going to be the highest good for you, and plan is going to be given when you need it, one way or another. Let me see if I have any other question. I would love to. Another thing, look guys, it was coming true before the live stream. Sorry, the information is coming true. So I had a dream, and I was remembering about a dream. In my dream, I was driving, and we we're traveling into New Earth, right? So in my dream, guys were saying, it's like a metaphor thing. Guys were saying, have you Google the direction when you are going. And I was like, no. So I started going like Google Maps, right? And then my guys were asking me, do you bring everything you are going to need, Gretel? Like when you travel to any place on vacation, now that it's going to be Easter or in Thanksgiving or in Christmas or in vacations that we travel, let's say that you travel to Cancun, and then we prepare all things we're going to need, right? Bathing suit, sunscreen, whatever we need, tickets, money, cash, whatever. And then I wake up. Of course, I never get there. I wake up, but this is what you and we are doing. We are preparing for whatever we are meant to be, taking our family and friends and people who know us with us. And all these courses and teachings and meditations and techniques that we're practicing and doing it are going to be our backpacks for where we are going. So everything we're going through, even though it may trigger us, or give us sadness or grief or anything, is preparing us for what will be. I hope that makes sense. Yes, to be self-sufficient. Let me see if I have any other question. How do you unlock your spiritual gifts? That's an excellent question. Actually, Rishika, my life was a mess. In 2012, I hated my job, I hated my marriage, I couldn't even pay attention to my kids, I hated myself. I looked to me and thought I was horrible. I tried to hide myself with clothing and because I hated everything. I hated. I was depressed, etc., etc. So I wake up because I met someone who could see auras and angels and ghosts and things. So I became curious about it because I don't think I even believe in God. Short, long story. I developed cancer. I lost my job. I broke up with my ex. I went to a divorce. I had no penny at all. I had to ask my family for support. That's why I came to Sonora. I was living in the center of Mexico in Guadalajara. Where I live, I'm close to US, like few hours. I could drive. So my family paid for my surgery, treatment, everything, because I was a mess. My family said, Gretel, we're going to help you only if you go to therapy because you need to do something for yourself. So look for something spiritual or whatever that you can anchor the light in, because I was in a very dark place. So I did. I started working right away. Thank God, cancer, it was just like a encapsulated tumor. I was able to be taken out from a surgery, even though for a year I didn't have sensitivity on my legs. So I was able to cure myself with meditation. I started going into therapy, and then I started the Angel Solution from Melanie Beckler. I didn't know if I was going to be able to pay for it because it was $37 a month and I was earning pesos. I had nothing. Nothing. I was living in someone else's home. I had no money at all. I was just starting working in an office, like normal payroll. But I said, you know what? I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to trust that I will have the money to pay for it in dollars and to figure out my way. And actually, meditating with the angels and the guidance of Melanie Beckler, it was all meditations every month. I was so excited to see what type of meditations were created for all of us. And with those meditations, I started developing my gifts, and I studied Reiki. After a year, Reiki opened all my gifts, like off the roof. And I actually asked for a loan, $500. That it was, for me in Mexico, it was too much. Probably like $1,000 for you guys, like the double or the triple. I asked for a loan and I said, I want to be a Reiki master. I thought I was going to be a very badass because I knew Reiki. So I learned Reiki. After Reiki, my mediumship started. And I start channeling all kinds of entities, good, bad, horrible. And it was how I started drawing them and seeing codes. And then I kept preparing myself. Then I joined Sandra Walter Ascension Path. It was very expensive actually, but it was worth it. And after that, I have done all kinds of courses with Solara. I did 4, I think. And then I did channeling course with Melanie Beckler and Betsy Morgan. Actually, that was a gift from my client. I wanted to have it, but I couldn't pay for it. So a guy who I was giving Reiki, he gave it to me as a gift. He said, "Girl, just do drawings for me." And after that, what I learned with Sandra Walter, it was that it was all me. She gave me a different approach than angels, and I started working with my higher self. And after that, that course gave me the practicality that I needed to ground the light and to make it part of my own journey. But that was 4 years ago, I think. So look for someone who you feel inspired that can share tips about how you can work it out. But gates are going to open when it's time. We all have different time. And at the same time, when you open your gifts widely without training, like when I did my Reiki Master, it was overwhelming because I didn't know how to figure it out, and I was honestly scared about the things that I was seeing. But at the same time, gave me the foundation for what I am doing right now. I hope that helps. Yes, Simona. That it is common, Simona. I don't think cities will disappear, but communities will start being very strong around the 33, and for like 8 or 9 years after that, new leaders are going to come and the new rules and regulations are going to be active. But this is going to be a stage for technology, innovation, creativity, but at the same time building community. But we don't have to wait to live in the countryside to build community. Build community now. Find your friends, the sisters and brothers who can give healing to you, that you can practice your gifts, that you can change. Let's take that fear about other people being in our field because we are sensitive. Because at the same time, this other people is us too. And let's learn how to be a happy human, a grounded human, a balanced human, but a human that is not afraid to read the energy and to balance. When you practice sensing your aura and knowing what's going on, your aura actually, how do I say this? Oh my God, I lost the word. Restore by itself. When you are in love and peace, you restore by itself everything that may be around. So there is no need for chilling or anything more than being in love. Because when you are in love, everything else gets transmuted by consequence. I hope that makes sense. In Bulgarian, UK, for me looked like girl. Yes. Let me see if I have any other question. Oh my gosh, Laurie, I had a dream last night, including strange challenges, trouble. It's going to be windy. Yes, look, Laurie, this is an excellent comment actually. Dreams are metaphors from our higher mind to come true and give us guidance one way or another. It could be a past life, a future life. It could be an astral travel. Every time you dream, you are, at least I am, in airports, buses, cars, ships, boats. It is an astral travel. It's not the same that you dream in color or that you dream in sepia color. Sepia, like all goals and kind of like edgy. When you remember your dream like edgy, like all yellowish thing, it was actually an astral travel that you encounter with. At least in my dreams. That's the way that I do understand it. Sometimes when I physically see guides, this is how I will see them. Because many people ask me this in sessions. I see them coming through the walls and using the edges of the wall to form a shape and a face. And then everything else goes blurry. And little by little, between shadows and light and forms, like within pictures, I'm going to see a face or a shape that's coming true. But when I see them physically, mostly at night or if I am channeling, I will see like a gold cartoon thing made of light, like a form. And angels are the ones who always look so real and beautiful that I even feel like crying. They really come through perfectly because their frequency is so high. They actually have that capacity to come through. But sometimes things that we see in the astral are not actually horrible things or lower things. It's just they may be from 5 dimension or 4 dimension and they're trying to appear to us. They could be family, but because their frequency is not that high, it looks kind of distorted. Or it could be a human aspect of you in another part of the life that needs your assistance or wants healing or wants to give you an advice or something, and it looks like a ghost because you are sleeping in China in the 50s. And then you are traveling and then you look like ghost. So the best advice is interact with the energy even though it is scary. Where you are, who you are, how do I get rid of you, what do you want? Because if your guides open the field for those things to come to you, it's for a reason. But when your dreams are surreal, like you're flying on top of a shadow in the galaxy and then a unicorn comes, those things are astral troubles that you are between worlds, and then your mind didn't know how to put it together and put it like very surreal thing. If you dream like a movie thing in color, it's normally a parallel reality or a past life. That could be without color or with full color. Normally they are with color. And now many people are having different senses within dreams, like taste, smell, hearing, like the ones who do like language like me. I hear songs and things in dreams. And like, for example, I was listening to a guide of me speaking in French. I have so many lives in France that I was understanding in my dream, but when I wake up, I was like, oh, I don't remember, because this version of me doesn't know French, but the soul of me who was in charge when I was sleeping, she knows. Hope that makes sense. And one dream, actually, I was speaking Bulgarian, I think, or a country like that, and I was understanding, but then when I wake up, I said, geez, I have no idea what I was saying. So those are past lives. But if you see, like, for example, that you have cell phones, screens, things like that, they represent something. Let me see if I have any other question. China, yes. Oh my God, the energy is so high. I'm getting so thirsty. China, look, this is what I'm seeing for you. You are like in a bifurcation of timelines. So sometimes it's going to feel like too intense and harsh because there are many timelines pulling the stream, trying to invite you in, and you are in the middle like, oh my god, where do I go? Allow your, and at the same time you have been doing so many activations and learnings and teachings that they are all buzzing around, trying to be integrated. So I think allow yourself to stop a little bit, so you look into your own glass of water and notice what needs to be done. I'm seeing, like, for example, like pouring, sometimes you want to pour water into your own glass, but your glass is already full, so the water that is coming, it is all over the place. Or the glass of water has a hole, so all the light goes for the hole and you are not able to keep it. So work with peace, having inner peace, being in your center, being present, and from that center you are going to claim your power and see clearly what needs to be done. But I think you need to make pause a little bit and slow down, so you go gentle and kind with yourself, allowing all process and all the light and everything to be integrated, so you can actually see clearly where you need to go. There is some change coming, China, for you. I'm not sure what it is, but you will know. Let me see if I have. You hear songs too? That's amazing. Yes, I do hear songs and languages. And this is how you understand light language. You understand the feeling, and the feeling gives you the answer. And this is how you channel. Actually, for channeling, you really need to quiet your own voice, so you got a clear vessel for whatever is going to come true. And what comes through, use your own knowledge to rearrange it. Sometimes I'm speaking and I said, oh, I didn't know that I could say that. It's like a version of you that it's more higher or ascended. So it's so hard not to interfere, and this used to happen to me when I was starting. Yes. Sultan, and I have time for 3 more questions. Please tie them in. Allow yourself to sit within your own voice and actually understand and translate what your higher mind would like to speak to you, but at the same time listening to all aspects of you, your feelings, your emotions, your body, so you always know where to go and what to tune into. And at the same time, allow yourself to be grounded more. And by grounded, I mean being present, being in your body, in your beingness. I hope that makes sense. Yes. I don't know if I know how to pronounce your name. Dashma? Any guidance? Yes. Whatever comes through. Thank you for the stars, Ashley. I really appreciate. Dashma, breathe and light. This is what your guides are saying. Breathe and allow yourself to find calm and peace. And wrap into the light all the things that triggers you and allow them to be expressed, so you invite them to become one with the light. But breathe, this is the first thing that I'm saying. I don't know if that makes sense for you. I hope it does. Susan, any guidance for me, please? Yes. I'm seeing a rainbow, Susan. So this is what your guides are saying to you. Wake up. You have fairies. You have fairies. Yes. Wake up every morning and make the choice. Yes, the choice to be a rainbow for yourself, but also from everyone else that is in connection with you. Choosing to be your own rainbow is going to help you to heal, transcend, and evolve even higher than what you can imagine. Yes. Thank you. Let me see. Rashika, any light language? Yes. If you listen to my meditations, any meditations that you feel guided to, this is how I started, Rashika. I started seeing symbols everywhere. And then I had to have a reading because I didn't know what was happening to me. So I need someone else to give me the clarity that I was not able to have. And then she said that it was called light language. I was not speaking light language yet, only in meditations and dreams. So I started repeating by listening to other videos on YouTube. And then after a while, I stopped repeating whatever they were saying, and then I started speaking my own. This is something that you could do too. Choose the light language that you resonate with the most, and then allow yourself to come out with your own light language. But the first step it is, don't analyze it and don't try to control it. Allow it to be as if it's meant to be. You got so many tingles when breathing with you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I set the intention to give Reiki while we are talking for whoever needs it. Please, can I have guidance, Belinda? Yes. I don't know if that's correct, but I feel like sorrow and pain. It feels like there is some sorrow and pains that are actually from very old times, maybe even from other timelines or your own family, that are coming back to the surface to be healed, Belinda. So allow yourself to heal emotions. And the best way to heal emotions it is to be okay with whatever is happening, and allow yourself to be very patient and kind and compassionate with yourself or whoever it is next to you that is showing you that. I hope that makes sense. But emotional healing and emotional releasing, it will help you a lot. Yes. Seek happiness. This is what I am getting for you, Andrea. Allow yourself to be playful, joyful, fun, and to let your inner child to go and play around with you. Susan, that's beautiful. Okay, thank you. Hi, Sylvia. Let me see if I have any questions from you. Yes. You are walking the path of the masters. This is what they say. Keeping committed with your light and your joyful happiness, and more light is going to be given. I think this is just a confirmation of what you are doing. It is coherently with what your soul and higher mind want to. So just keep going whatever you are going, because you are doing a good job. Let me see if I have more questions. I can do, what time is it? I can do 2 questions more, please. Or I can do a little bit of light language. Okay, Christine, yes. Okay, there is some density in your body that it will serve you for the highest good if you detox your body and review your habits, Christine, to see what things you are doing that are not serving you for the highest good, that you can change it for another habit that will serve you the most. Dana, any message for me? Yes. Slow down, use patience to pause before acting and speaking. This is what you guides are saying. Ashley, if you feel something for me, yes. There is an opportunity for healing, and allow yourself to constantly ask the universe to communicate to you that at the same time the opportunity for healing, it is within balancing all relationships, including self-worth. I hope that makes sense. Rishika, the more you listen to light language, the more activated you will be. Lily, yes. Any advice consciously choosing timeline? Yes. That's very easy, Lily. Get something new. You can change your home. You can do something, whatever new you do, it will help you to change timeline. But I do have a meditation that is going to be in a few days that you astral. It's like a mini course that I did because it's like an hour and 10 minutes probably. I will post about it that assists you to travel into a ship, and then galactic guides guide you to change timeline. But the easiest way it is to get something new and get rid of something old. You can change your furniture, declutter, change the color of your hair, cut hair, do a course, change the time that you wake up or whatever. Sign up for something new, do something new, any activity. Look, changing timeline, it looks completely similar to what the one we have, but it is not. Because actually we have a new timeline every second. Every moment we breathe and exhale, they say that we die. So we are born again. I hope that makes sense. Thank you. Let me see if I have any other question. If it's not, I'm gonna do a few minutes of healing if you would like to do it with me. Please close your eyes, the ones that would like to receive healing. I'm going to invite the most loving and highest guides that can come through for all of us. Only the ones that are required for us is the ones who are here, the ones who will listen later. And I have the Reiki Masters Collective. And I do have Arcturians too. Feels like there is some emotions that we need to release. Niteki arakoteki ishki teki esekote iki ne inate iki ishka. Ninanateki eseko ite iki ishta seki iate iki ena. If you're ready to receive healing, please state yes. I'm ready to receive healing. I'm ready to release density. I'm ready to receive the light that is now available for me, not more, not less, just what I need. And as you do, breathe gently and slowly into your nose, anchoring the prana that it is life force that brings healing and restoration not only to the physical, but also to your emotions and your mind, body. And as you do, please visualize with us. We are the Lemurian doctors. And I am a male Arcturian. You can call me Louis if you want. We don't have name, we do have frequencies, but with a name you are going to be able to reconnect with me. I am purple, I am tall, like 7 feet height, skinny. I look very alien actually, kinda ugly for what your beauty must be. But I am made of unconditional love. I have no physical body. I am a being of light from 7 dimensions. And we would like to work with colors And the color frequency that is going to be the most benefit for you all, it will be purple light. And as you visualize space shape from us, that it is around a mile in front of your home, the ones that give consent said yes. We're going to signal a light to Reiki light, because we work with unconditional love from Prime Creator through the color purple and the language of the light. We're going to clear the EFM frequency from Wi-Fi, distortions, interference from your emotions or collectively. We work with the emotional body. We are doctors and specialists who only work with colors and light tools that are made of love frequency, equal to the Reiki that you practice within your planet. And as you may feel your crown open, let it sink in the form of way that it is going to be required. Each of you are going to receive a different frequency, as specifically designed for each of you. Only for 5 minutes. Breathe through your crown, inviting the light to go down, 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 and exit through your root and feet. Growing roots of light that are going to connect you with the ley lines of New Earth, the chakras of New Earth, the sacred places of Gaia, into the center of the sentient Gaia, her golden rose crystalline heart. Let's begin only for 5 minutes. Breathe the light from your crown and invite it to go down and down, bathing every aspect of you, cleansing, integrating all of those emotions, that distortions that are going to be released are the cores that are resonated with comparison, envy, judgment, critique, impatience, grief, worry, frustration, anger, wound, hatred, and fear. I think that's all we need to do. Please receive this transmission into the language of the light. Niete, niesako ite iki ishta sete iki ena. Nianate isako ti inikia te isako ite iki ishta. Niana te isako ite ikiya. If you get distracted, think on purple, think on calm, think on healing, think on being present. There is no difference between intention and action. Nina te isako ite iki ishta iki ena. And with the last deep and cleansing breath, visualize yourself where you are, your space that turns into purple. You can actually send it to any place, thing, or person that you think may need it, only if it is in the highest good of that thing or something or soul to receive it. It will be received. Do that now. And visualize rays or purple light growing from yourself, wrapping and bathing of unconditional love all that you think needs a lift. Do that now. Ground. Come back to your present instantly with ease and grace. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes, fully present and gentle. Thank you. Oh, that was good. That was good. That was good. I love it. Take your time to come back. You look. You have like a monk thing on it. Kind of like priest. Thank you all for being here with me. Thank you the ones that like and share and support me on the page. Appreciate so much all of you. I will let you know when that free course that I'm going to do for all of you on the page is going to be posted. I think it's like in a few days, probably between this week and the next one. But of course you have something. It's going to be like an hour and 10, and you're going to, the channeling will guide you to travel into a spaceship with galactics, and it's awesome, and it is for changing timeline. Thank you, Lily. But the easiest way to change timeline, it is to get something new. Thank you all for being here. I thank you for the stars, for everything, for the support. Have a beautiful and lovely day.